in today's exercise, we're going to be doing, or exercise or workout even, we're going to be doing 4 pairs of exercises. We're going to work on each pair for 3 sets. So each exercise, or each pair, has 30 seconds on each exercise. Then we're going to rest for 30 seconds after we've done the pair, and we rest for 1 minute before we go on to the next pair. It'll all become very obvious as we do this. Before you start though, please do make sure that you are fully warmed up. Otherwise, you might risk pulling a muscle and causing a bit of an injury. So we don't want that. We want to make sure you're nice and warm. And then you're going to make sure you're doing a stretch at the end of the workout. So 30 seconds on each exercise. We're going to be going through squats as the first pair. And then we're going to do crunch and reach. And I'll explain those before we go through. So squats, just down. You can do a jump squat if you want to start off with. And then when you're down on the floor, doing the crunch and reach, so we're down on the floor, heels pushed into the floor, hands on the thighs, lying back, coming up and reaching through. That's all you're gonna have to do. 30 seconds of that, or of each of those, and then we rest for 30 seconds at the end of that round. I'll come on to the others as we get to those rounds. So, 15 seconds. Make sure you've got a drink of water before you start, or you can sip as you go as well. 5 seconds squats to start. Big version if you can. 3 seconds jump squats if you want to go. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Making sure those hips are getting down to parallel. So you want to make sure your hips are down, either below or level with the knees as you're coming through. Landing on the toes, sit straight back down into it. Got 5 seconds. Get ready to change into those crunch and reach. Down on the floor, straight into it. Crunch and reach, heels in the floor, hands on the thighs, reaching up into the air. Keep those heels on the floor. That's it, nice and steady. Nice and controlled. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds rest. Okay, so again, it's about going at your pace on this, remember? Not trying to get my pace or anyone else's. At your pace, rest is required. Biggest version of the exercises you can to start with. Regress it back. That's 1 round done. Or 1 set, should I say. 5 seconds to go. Biggest version you can. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Squats. Make sure those hips getting down, level with the knee. Explode back up again. Land softly back into that squat. 3, 2, 1, down on the floor. Crunch and reach. Coming up and through. Keep those heels pressed into the floor. Voice is going. All the way to the end. 3, 2, 1. Perfect, well done. Okay. 1 more round of squats and a crunch and reach. Then we've got lunges and push-ups afterwards. Push-ups can be done on your knees when you're tired as well. Or if you can't do that full push-up. 5 seconds. Squats, even if this is hard way. Off we go. Getting down nice and low into that squat. Explode back up to the start. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1 down the floor. Crunch and reach, heels into the floor. Hands up the thighs, hands up into the air, reaching up to the ceiling. Nice and controlled. One minute's rest after this. And rest. Whew. Okay, that's that round done. The first set done. Next set of exercises, lunges and push-ups. For the lunge, feet nice and wide. We're going to step back, back to the start. Step back, back to the start. Nice and simple. For the push-ups, either on your knees, with your hips forwards, down to the floor, hands off, back up, or full push-up, down, hands release, and back up to the start. Keeping your body nice and straight all the way through. Okay. Whew. Second pair of exercises, lunges and push-ups. We've got about 8 seconds. Feet nice and wide. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Stepping back, driving back to the start. Control your breathing, keep your head in your chest, looking forwards. Try and get that knee down to the floor. Stepping back and through. Having your feet wider means you have more stability. 5 seconds to push-ups. 3, 2, 1, down we go. Nice push-up position. Hand release, remember. So we're on the floor. We're taking our hands off. Your whole body needs to be on the floor when you're all the way to the bottom of that push-up. And rest. Awesome. Whew, catch my breath. So, lunges and push-ups again. Remember, in that lunge, keep your head and your chest up so that you're able to keep in that nice straight position. Nice straight back. So, actually I'll turn this way so I can see the clock at the same time. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Stepping back. Feet slightly wide so you're keeping your feet shoulder width apart. Gives you more stability. If you want, you can have your hands up to the side to give you more balance. Head and chest up, nice and strong. Push-ups coming up. And ready, 3, 2, 1, down on the floor. Into that push-up position. Hand release, remember. The arms nice and straight. When you get to the top, five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Well done. Okay, one more set of those, and then we get a whole minute's rest. So after this next pair, or the last round on this pair, we have sumo squats and toe taps. And I'll come on to those in a little bit. 5 seconds. Lunges, head and chest up, remember. Off we go. Stepping back, driving through. Nice fast foot change. Bring feet together. Step back. Head and chest, keep looking up, nice straight back. 3, 2, 1, down to push-ups. And release, remember, all the way to the floor. If you get tired, you can regress it back. If you're in a full push-up, do it on your knees. If you're on your knees, just take it slow, take it steady, work through. And rest there. Well, 1 minute's rest. Next is sumo squats and toe taps. So sumo squat is feet facing out wide, so they're turned right out. Sit down into that squat, knees are facing out, drive back up, down and up. Then the toe taps in the plank position. Straight arm, like that, and I'm just tapping my foot out, keeping your hips down, or bent arm, stepping out and through. It's about keeping your hips nice and level there. Wow, coming back after Christmas feels a little bit emotional. Okay, 5 seconds for sumo squats. Toes facing out, knees pointing out, off we go. Sit down, drive up. So again, we're making sure you're getting down to parallel. So that's your hips are down, same height as your knees. Keep those knees pushing out. Driving through. Then it's toe taps. 30 seconds of toe taps. 3, 2, 1, on the floor. Slow and controlled. Tap the foot out, center, tap the other one. Keep the hips nice and level. Don't let your bottom raise up in the air. I'm doing this on my knuckles. Take the pressure off my wrist a little bit. And rest. So you can have your hands palm down. I like to vary where my hand position is. Just changes the shoulder dynamic slightly. Okay, sumo squats again. 10 seconds. Feet up nice and wide. Point those toes right out. Ready? Off we go. Sitting down, driving out. Keep those knees pushed all the way up. Get the hips all the way down. Big squeeze of the glutes at the top. That's it. Squeeze them at the top. Helps to reset the hips. Gets you ready for the next repetition. Okay, toe taps coming up. 3, 2, 1, down we go. Pull your tummy in, keep the hips nice and level. Slowly tap out, take that foot as far out as you can. Really working the core now. Static exercise with the shoulders. Get that weight over your hands. And rest. Well done. Last set on these coming up. Then we've got hip bridge and walkouts for the push-up. Can't get enough push-ups. I love it. Okay. Nice big breaths in. Toes facing out, knees are going to point out in a set. 3, 2, 1, sumo squats. Down we go. Drive back to the start. That's it, all the way through. Keep going. Toe taps, last set of toe taps coming up. Keep the knees facing out, really push them out. 3, 2, 1, toe taps. Keep the hips down, turn the leg as far out as you can. If you're getting tired, hold the plank. Remember, keep those hips down and let them travel up. Nothing more ungainly than having the bottom stuck up in the air. 5 seconds. Keep it going. All the way to the end. And rest. Okay, 1 minute rest. As I'm down here, I'll explain the next exercise. Hip bridges. Back on the floor. Bring your feet in as close to your hips as you can, your bottom as you can. Either hands up in the air or hands by your side. Beginners is both feet on the floor coming up. You're rolling right up onto your back. So you've got clear space here. A bit more advanced. Alternating. Single leg. Coming through. And then a walkout. Squat down. And we're going to walk out. Push up. If you can do a push up, that's fine. If not, just a straight walkout. So there. And then walk back in again. Oh, I've only got 5 seconds. Right, okay. Hip bridge. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Remember, if you're a beginner, both feet on the floor. A bit more advanced. You can do alternating single leg. Really push those hips up into the air. A bit more advanced again, but I haven't got it here with me. Would be a table. And using a table. Really roll up onto those shoulders. 5 seconds. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Off we come. Into walkout. Squat down. Walk out. Push up. Walk back in. To that squat position. Stand up. Remember to get that chest all the way down to the floor if you're doing the push up. Try and get one last one in. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Come and rest on the floor. So lie yourself down. Let that heart rate control itself. Let it come back down. 15 seconds. Control the breathing. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Remember, really push those hips up into the air. Really push them up, drive them up. If you want, you could put a weight on your hips. If you've got a weight there. Alternatively, if you're at home, you could use pretty much anything. A backpack filled with books, with sand, anything you like. Bring your kids into it, get them involved in it as well. And then we're going to come up to walkouts now. Squatting down, push up, walk back in, that squat position, drive back up. Three, 2, 1, rest. I'm going to rest down on the floor again. Okay, last set. Hip bridges and walkouts with a push-up. 10 seconds, sorry. Ready? 5, 3, 2, 1, off we go. Lift those hips up, drive up to the start, or up to the hips, all the way up in the air. Keep pushing them all the way through. Really get that back off the floor. Driving up. 5 seconds. Get ready? 3, 2, 1, up we come. Walk out, squat down, walk out, push up. Try and get one more in. And rest. Awesome, well done. So that is about 20 minutes worth of exercise. Nice little bit of rest in between. 3 rounds of each pair. And that feels hard after lots of Christmas and lots of chocolate. So make sure that you've had a full warm down as well. Warm down and stretch. So take another 10 minutes, cooling down, stretching all your muscle groups, and then you're good to go again, either later today or tomorrow. Thanks so much. Stay safe.